the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. My name is KR Stolfus, and on tap is OP Racing Grand National Series as they bring you the Buck Wild Racing 175 at Daytona Rally Cross track. Qualifying is underway. 10 cars have already taken a qualifying time. Peter deBorja in the Extra Life org number 40, finding himself in 9th place. Zach Fritsch in the 12 right now, finding himself on top of the leaderboard. The 32 of BK Anderson making his way around this Daytona Super Speedway. And that's gonna do it, folks, as I have just been fired by Zach Fritsch. Y'all have a good night. Thank you very much for coming in and saying hello. But yeah, that's a wrap. I'm just kidding. I'm still gonna stay because he paid me, and no refunds are gonna be given, and I'm going to have to just talk, which is fine. BK Anderson across the line, up into 6th place. Logan Helton right now in 5th. He's rounding out the top 5. Cody Nagels in the 6th, disappears going into the corner, reappears, disappears, and his magic trick continues. Teleportation. That is a nifty trick. So Cody in the 6th, drops down to the inside across the line, and Cody all the way up into 4th place. Gabe Butler now rounding out the top 5, pushing Logan Helton out of the top 5. 18 drivers have turned in a qualifying time. Jim Mayer in the 95 flashing across. He is up in the 15th spot. And so the track goes quiet for the moment with 19 cars turning in a lap time. "25 trucks have shown up so far. We'll see who else is gonna make a qualifying run, as we do have just under 4.5 minutes left in this qualifying session. We are in race number 14 of 18. And it is the second race in our round of 16. LKH Racing, how you doing? Yes, that's my name. I can do you a favor, maybe, possibly. Depends on what it is. Well, I have to say, Apple Jacks and Cheerios at least once this race. I think we're covered. Got it done right there. Eric Laurie in the 071 and Jeff Crosby in the 33 making their way around the track right now. Miss Mara chiming in. How you doing, Miss Mara? Crosby in the 33. Flashing across the start finish line. He moves in to the top 5. Eric Laurie in the 071 up in 18th spot. We have 21 trucks taking a qualifying time. Oh, now LKH throwing in some rules to how I have to say Apple Jacks and Cheerios. Even though I've already said it twice now. All right, I get it. That's fine. Whatever. The track goes quiet once again, and we are going to step away for the national anthem. We'll be back with tonight's starting lineup for the Buck Wild Racing 175 at the Rally Cross Daytona. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into our starting lineup for the Buck Wild Racing 175. On the inside of row number 1, the driver of the 12, that is none other than Zach Fritsch. Tyler Miller in the 24 on his outside. Row number 2 going to be made up of the 23 of Sebastian Marin, and to his outside from Limitless and going to make Kevin Nagels very happy, as the 6 of Cody Nagels. Row number 3, Jeff Crosby in the 33, and on the outside of that row, the 88 of Gabe Butler. Row 4, the 63 of Logan Helton, and the 32 of BK Anderson. Row number 5, the 42 of Nate Warren. On his outside, the 47 of Richard Kuhn. The The 62 of Les Levy finds himself on the inside of row number 6, and to his outside is the 04 of Mark Mann. The 53 of Dave Hunt and David Booth in the 77 make up row number 7. Row 8 going to be the 40 of Peter deBorja and the 95 of Tim Mayer. Row number 9, Travis Elliott in the 51. On his outside, the 071 of Eric Laurie. Anthony English in the 44, Jeff Crosby Sr. in the 15 on the outside of row number 10. Row 11 will be Sean McCara in the 71, Zach Workman in the 19. Richard Sanchez and Andrew Schroeder making up row number 12. And our final truck to start here tonight, the 11 of Bob Lacavera, but Bob did not make it to the grid. We'll see what happens with the 11. If this is a problem that is easily fixed, or if he's going to miss out on the race here tonight. Good evening, Miss Michelle Anderson. Hello, Kevin Nichols, Miss Mara Clark. Glad to have you. LKH, we'll work in Apple Jacks and Cheerios at least once in tonight's broadcast in proper context. Although I think Apple Jacks and Cheerios have already been used multiple times. But that's neither here nor there. As the field makes its way off of turn number 4, we get ready to go green flag racing here in the Buck Wild 175 at Rally Cross Daytona. And Zach Fritsch on the throttle, green flag is out, and away we go. Into turn number 1 they go side by side, getting up to speed. Fritsch in the 12 has the advantage for the moment. The 23 is Sebastian Marin waiting for the 24 to make a run, and the 23 slides up in front of Tyler Miller. Now, Sebastian Marin has the momentum down the back stretch. He's going to sail it off on the high side through 3 and 4. Doesn't quite clear the 12 of Zach Fritsch. He was hoping to clear him and drop down in front before they got to turn 3, because here comes the 12 battling back on the inside. Peter deBorja in the 40 falling back just a little bit. He is in danger of losing the draft. We'll see if he can get caught back up. He's not too far behind, but he can't get caught up this lap. He might be in trouble. Off the nose of the 40. Let's see if he's able to close in, and right now it looks like he is trending in the wrong direction. Now he's gaining in some speed and some closing in, according to our timing and scoring. So the 40 of Peter deBorja will be able to make it just fine. Sebastian Marin in the 23 is your race leader for the moment, but the 12 is Zach Fritsch. Still battling, trying to hold on to that top spot. One truck down to the inside lane and falling back. That is the 04 Mark Mann. That last lap around, the 40 of Peter deBorja, as he had caught the draft the way he needed to, was able to turn the fastest lap of the race so far at a 48.48. Now let's see where he ends up. He is still at the tail end of this field. Our biggest movers so far, well, they've only gained 4 spots. That is the 19 of Zach Workman. He has gained 4 positions. Our biggest movers to the back of the pack, that is the 04 Mark Mann and the 40 of Peter deBorja. Mark Mann losing 11 spots. and deBorja losing 9 to fall in line where they have. So 23 is Sebastian Marin out in front. He is staying to the high side with the 24 of Tyler Miller for the moment. He had the 12 of Zach Fritsch cleared but did not drop down. It's a good sign that he is happy on the high lane. But through the tri-oval and through the corners, the 12 is going to build some momentum. Gets a shot from the 33 of Crosby. Now Fritsch jumps up to the high side. And Jeff Crosby in the 33 leads the charge on the inside lane. The 63 of Logan Helton. Oh, gives a big shunt to the 33, and somehow Jeff Crosby in that 33 was able to hold on to it. Take another look at this one. Sorry, I thought that was a shot from the 63. It was a 12 of Zach Fritsch who came down. We looked at the replay there. Either way, the 33 able to hold on to it. Zach Fritsch looked like he got a bump he didn't approve of. That's what triggered that, but good heads-up driving by both the 12, the 33, and the 63. They were all able to make that contact. Only get a little bit sideways. It was a pretty hard hit. Surprised that the 33 did not go spinning down in the infield. Now, if that would have been grass, he probably would have had a lot harder time trying to hold on to it, but use that space down below the yellow line. Did lose a few positions, but ended back in very nicely. And stayed green. I wonder what color his underwear is right now, though. Think there's any Cocoa Roos in his underwear? Maybe some Cocoa Pebbles? Any of the chocolate cereals? Sebastian Marin in the 23. Out in front once again, he and Zach Fritsch continue this battle side by side. These two so far have been the front runners for the most laps. Coming up on round 8 of 70. Let's take a moment and look at some of our race info here for tonight. Peter deBorja picked up the race win last week, locking himself in to round of 8. Right now he is the only driver locked in. So the question is to crash or not to crash, because you do have to start pushing hard if you're a playoff contender here. You still have one race left in this round, so what line do you pick? Where do you find the limit, and do you risk going over the limit to try and get that win, knowing that if you go over, you end up in a crash? Of course, here on Wednesday night, there is one stage at the halfway mark, that of course being at the completion of lap 35. One fast repair is available to our drivers in this race 14 of 18, presented by Buck Wild Racing. This is the Buck Wild Racing 175. I want to thank you all for joining me here tonight. Let me know who you are cheering for, and you don't necessarily have to let me know who you're cheering for. I want to know who you're cheering for. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I meant to say. Let me know who you're cheering for, but don't stop cheering for your driver. Give them a hard time. If you want them up front, say it in chat. We want to hear what you are saying. And by hear, I mean read. I'll do my best to read out what everyone is saying, what everyone is talking about. You guys know I enjoy seeing your comments, so keep them coming. Do them often. It's very hard for the drivers to hear you because this is cartoon racing. This is a sim. You are watching in the grandstands, but not in the grandstands. And the only way that you guys really, truly do get to participate in this race is if you type in the chat often. Let us know what you're thinking, what you're seeing. I always do enjoy that. I think you guys have done a great job so far this season, not only on Wednesday night, but on Monday night. So keep it up because I love the interaction that we have here. I want to see a whole lot more of it. I want to see where the fans are at. I want to know what's going on. That's the only barometer that I have is what you guys are saying in chat. I can't stick a microphone out the window and hear the crowd cheer for the 23 as he takes over the race lead. I can't hear the crowd cheer for the 88 of Gabe Butler as he tries to take over the race lead. I can't hear that crowd cheering as the 40 of Peter deBorja comes from the back to the front. But what I need to hear and see y'all in chat. The more you guys talk about it in chat, the more I know you're excited about what's going on. Mr. Sega GameCube, how you doing? Yeah, that 6 blinking has been a bit of a problem. He was doing that in qualifying. Here he is up in front, and we wanted, and by we, I mean Kevin Nichols, wanted a limitless driver to lead this race. Now BK Anderson and the 6 of Cody Nichols are hooked up on the inside line. 47 of Richard Kuhn trying to come through. Kevin says he is rooting for the number between 05 and 07. And we only have a 6 out there. So I guess it still works. But in race car speak, I don't know. Like actual numbers, yeah, it works. But in race car, I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know. Peeling off for pit road, the 23 is Sebastian Marin, making his way onto pit lane. Several other trucks as well. They are pitting at an early point, not the earliest point, and definitely not the last point to hit pit road. They are making a pit stop. Going to try and make this a short run. We expect them to be able to get 15 to 16 laps of fuel. And with a 35 lap stage number 1, might have to split this up into 2 pit stops. But if you can stretch it out, maybe catch a caution, you only pit 1 time. So here we go. Let's see how this all plays out as the 6 blinks in and out. And that does slow the field down too when that truck disappears. Another big group of drivers on the pit road. Cone violence being committed. There is a penalty involved in that one. But everyone on the pit road cleanly. Mark Mann, David Booth, Jeff Crosby Sr., Sean McCarron, and Peter deBorja all stay out. They have not made a pit stop. Kevin has clarified his position. He does want to see the number between 5 and 7, as I suspected. Race car math is not the same as normal math. I had to clarify. Monday night, however, I believe he is the 06 on Monday night. So it would have worked on Monday night. As our final 5 trucks hit pit road this time. Now, as they have hit pit lane, let's get on to drivers. We're trying to get up to speed and see how this is working for him. Eric Laurie in the 071, leading all the trucks who have made a pit stop. DK Anderson making a jump to the outside. Here comes the 63 of Logan Helton with a full head of steam. And we're going 3 wide as our 5 trucks try to blend. Now, and by blend, they're going to stay below the yellow line. Oh my goodness, a whole lot of shaking and baking going on in this 3 wide racing here at the Rally Cross Daytona. Logan Helton in the 63, BK Anderson in the 32. Battling for the race lead. The 071 of Eric Glory down on the inside trying to get there. We'll go from 3 wide down to 2 wide at the front. Tyler Miller left on the outside looking in. Miller in the 24 now has company with the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. New fast lap being turned by the 33 at a 48.45. This time around, let's see if anyone can pop that one, and they do. Les Levy in the 62, turning a 48.40. The 2 laps in a row that the fastest lap of the race was turned. But now Les Levy has the fastest lap of the race. At 62. Falling back a few spots. He's lost 7 positions from the drop of the green flag. He is in this lead pack. Bob Lacavera never did make it out onto the track in the 11. Richard Sanchez in the 510 got a speeding penalty on that round of pit stops, and Mark Mann sitting on pit road, not sure what happened to the 04. A long pit stop for him, and he is going to go a lap down as well. BK Anderson, Cody Nagels, they are hooked up once again. They are pushing on each other. Sebastian Marin in the 23 down the inside, and a caution flag is coming out. And it looks like 6 of Cody Nagels getting involved. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. That happened very quick. Already the 6 is turned sideways. Yeah, I'd say 6 had an issue. How I missed this, I don't know. I must have been looking left while he turned right. All right, the 6 Cody Nagels right there. Contact with the 24 Tyler Miller. Jeff Crosby in the 33 gets a piece of it. 6 does a great job of holding it to the high side. Very heads up move by the driver of the 6. I wish more drivers would pay attention to that. Left that steering wheel jammed to the side, so it kept his truck pinned against the wall. We only had 1 truck involved in an incident. Good job, Cody. Nice heads up move, but unfortunately for you, that is going to set you back just a little bit. Hello, Maxine. Maxine Grimes checking in, cheering for the 63 at Logan Helton. On to pit road. The entire field will come, as this will put them inside their pit window. Sebastian Marin into his pit lane. He got a good run down pit road. I do believe the 6 of Cody Nagels did not understand that maybe his engine had popped. Maybe he didn't have his fast repair checked. And then that means that things have gone from bad to worse for the 6 because that engine had popped. That means it is at least a 20-minute repair before he is able to get going again. Maybe not 20 minutes, but either way, it is an extensive repair once your engine lets go. And Cody has gone behind the wall. It looks like maybe his night is done. That is going to upset Kevin quite a bit. Gabe Butler peeling off for pit road once again and try and top off the fuel tank. It's like most of the field doing that. Richard Sanchez hits the wave around. Sanchez last on pit road on lap 15, so he is trying to stretch this one out a little bit. Jackson Broadbent chiming in, cheering for the 12 and the 33. Well, the 12 and the 33 been looking very stout so far here tonight, so good choices. Coming in with a cold take there, Mr. Broadbent. And getting it right by picking 2 of the top 5 runners so far. Lights have gone out on the iRacing safety vehicle. Logan Helton in the 63 on the inside of row number 1. To his outside, that is the 53 of Dave Hunt. 44 of Anthony English. And then the 40 of Peter DeBorja behind Anthony English. But that is the 62 of Wes Levy, restarting second truck in the outside lane, as he did not come down pit road. Take a GameCube now, cheering for the 32. As Cody Nagels looks like his night is done. Tough break for the 6 of Cody Nagels. Oh, more trouble in the middle of the pack right there. The 62 and the 33 making contact down the back stretch on this restart. Once again, the 33 in a dust up, but able to keep going. Man, I don't know who stuck the lucky rabbit's foot or the penny or the quarter or whatever it is, but that 33 is burning up some luck right now. As the 53 of Dave Hunt nosing out in front from Buck Wild Racing. Crosby in the 33 starting to get a damaged race truck from multiple incidents, but still holding on to that steering wheel. Oh, we're going to try 3 wide once again. The 51 of Travis Elliott making some noise on the high side. He is joined by the 95 of Jim Mayer. Closing laps of this opening stage. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and take a look at our points coming into tonight. I've denied you all that information. Been holding out on you. Been trying to keep you in suspense. What do you want from me? I do what I can. Oh no, one in trouble on the high side. That was Travis Elliott. And he is still tumbling, still crashing. Lands it on all fours and keeps rolling, although I'm pretty sure if he had motion sickness, he just threw up a little in his mouth. Let's take a look and see what happened to the 51 of Travis Elliott. Coming off of turn number 4, looked like maybe some netcode, gets airborne into the catch fence. Andrew Schroeder, David Booth, and the 51 just starts tumbling. Lands on all fours. Go off the nose of the 77. So tough break for Travis Elliott, who is making some noise. Jackson Broadbent asking how I'm doing. I'm doing great. I get to talk about some racing. Get to call a great night of racing. There's a 63 of Logan Helton goes for the fake out. Not sure who was being faked out really there, but still went for it. Half the field on the pit road, the other half staying out. Back half of the field kind of came down pit lane. That's to be expected. They really don't have a whole lot to lose. Front half wanting to hold on to their track position. Alyssa chiming in. How you doing, Alyssa? Thanks for stopping by. Rooting for the 33, saying 2 good saves tonight by the 33. I gotta agree. Let's talk to the driver of the 33, Mr. Crosby Jr. Do you have your ears on?
Yes, sir. What's up?
Well, I'll tell you what. We're wondering what your lucky rabbit's foot, your penny, your coin, whatever it is. How much are you rubbing that right now?
Man, I don't know. It's like I don't have one right now. I got like 16 incident points already, and it's not even halfway through. I don't know what the damage is like, but we're gonna stick it out. There is a penny. I'm gonna keep rubbing it. That's for sure. Just try to get some stage points here, and hopefully come clean, get some tires, and be ready to go for the second half of the race.
All right, well, man, I think you have some extra luck on board with you tonight because you have taken a few very hard shots. That truck has been very out of shape. And both times, 3 times, 4 times, whatever it's been, found a way to sort it out and keep running up front.
Yeah, key here at 08, you definitely want to run up front pretty much most of the time. Hopefully people that watch that first little incident there at the beginning stage of the race, that save was pretty gnarly. Hope everybody liked that. So we'll see what happens. Not going to force anything here. There's only like 7-8 laps left, so just try to get some points and see what we can do.
All right, man. Well, I just wanted to get a quick word in with you, but Alyssa over here has been cheering for you, so I wanted to let you know that at least somebody was cheering for you.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. She's the best, man. hopefully she continues to watch the race, and anybody else that's watching, hopefully we can bring on a good show for you guys.
All right. Well, Mr. Crosby, we'll let you get back to it.
Thank you, KR. You're the best too.
That is Jeffrey Crosby Jr. in the 33 championship contender. All right, so let's reset them. Let's stack them up again. Working to the end of stage number 1. Coming at the completion of lap 35. Pace car down and away. Logan Helton, Anthony English coming to the green flag restart situation type thing in the jig. Away we go. All right, who's it going to be for stage number 1? They are battling it out, duking it out left and right, fighting hard for this one. Someone somewhere has to come away with it. Who is it going to be? On board with the 33. Great run from the inside lane. The 40 of Peter deBorja. At one point, he was at the tail end of this field. Now he is up battling for the stage win. Final 6 laps in stage number 1, the 44 of English, 63 of Logan Helton, Les Levy in the 62. Man, I am messing up the numbers left and right here tonight. Not a good sign. Richard Sanchez in the 510, still off the lead pace. Anthony English in the 44, a big wiggle. Able to hold on to it. Maybe those pushes are getting a little bit hard. But here in this league, you better be ready for a good hard shove, because it is coming hot and heavy, whether you like it or not. Gonna just have to handle some stuff here because people suck. Okay, that's done. 44 of Anthony English in the middle lane. Down on the inside, the 24, Tyler Miller. To the outside, that is the 95, the Jim Mayer. The 19 of Zach Workman. Making a move to the inside as Jesse is coming in and saying hello. How you doing, Jesse? Let me know who you are cheering for here tonight, as we got some trucks peeling off for pit road. Strategy call by the 40 of Peter deBorja and the 71 of Sean McCarroll. They're going to give up stage points to take an early pit stop before pit lane closes. Oh, one into the wall. The 95 of Mayer looked like he touched the wall just a little bit. Still holding on to it. That 95 getting awfully close to the outside lane. Or I'm sorry, to the outside wall. Meanwhile, everyone scrambling behind them. Zach Workman up 21 spots from where he qualified to battle for this stage win. Anthony English with a huge run coming off of turn number 4. And we start our final lap in stage number 1. Oh, trouble for the stage. Zach Workman involved. The 42 getting a piece of it, as well as Nate Warren pointed 90 degrees to the racetrack. And up in smoke goes the 19. And Jesse cheering for Richard Sanchez, who is one lap down in the 510. Let's see what happened to bring out the yellow flag. Zach Workman in the 19. Gonna get a push from the 24. Eric Laurie. Jeff Crosby out of luck for sure that time. Somehow he lands on all 4. He thinks he's out of luck, but he landed on all 4 there. He is gonna have to burn fast repair, but the 33 up in smoke. Take a look at this. We go on board with Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33. Take one more look. Nate Warren in the 42 with nowhere to go. Jesse saying that the number 510 crashed. No, I am number 15 truck fan. Number 15, Jeff Crosby Sr. Okay. Gotcha. Rooting for the 15. Everyone up on their Apple Jacks, grabbing some new Cheerios at this stage break. The 44 of Anthony English. Looked like he won the race off of pit road. I do believe he was our stage winner. Mr. English, got your ears on, bud?
They are.
You are the unofficial stage winner. So congratulations.
Oh my God, thank you, KR. That was some white knuckle racing there.
So tell us a little bit about what was going on there, because this 44 has been fast here tonight. It looked like a lot of chaos going on around you in those last few laps.
Well, I mean, if you know anything, it's hard to push in these, and it seems like some people can push better than others, and that restart happened, kind of got shuffled around a decent bit, and was able to stay up front. once I got up front, you know, I thought I was set with Tyler pushing me, but every time Tyler would push me, I don't know why, it was just pushing me left to right. So I was literally all over the place when he was pushing me, and then he made that move when we were 3 wide to come down and essentially, you know, take the lead from the bottom. And yeah, once I got whoever was behind me at the end there, it was a little bit smoother. And then it just was missing the wreck. I don't even know what happened there, but.
Well, this 44 looking very sharp, looking very fast here tonight on the pit road, topping off the fuel tank. What's your strategy for the rest of this race? Tell me how you're going to win it.
Same way we just did it now. Just gonna keep her clean, out of the wrecks, try some good stops, and hopefully have some help at the end to pull it off, you know. Gotta have friends. Can never do it without friends.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you. Any shout-outs, thank yous you'd like to give?
Oh, for sure. Start off with you guys. Turn 3 broadcasts and everything you guys do up in the booth. You guys do amazing work every week. Everybody at OP who do what they do that makes this possible. My family and friends that watch, I love you all, and the guys I'm running with tonight, Mark, Andrew, Logan, Jim, and Seabass.
All right, well, man, nice job. Good luck to you in stage number 2.
Thank you much, KR.
As Anthony English, our unofficial stage winner. And I have to say unofficial because race control did not let me know, and I do believe it went to the 44, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong. And I usually am. I'm going to be honest. Row number 1 for the restart, the 40 of Peter deBorja, the 62 of Les Levy. Then it's Dave Hunt, Sean McCarron, Jeff Crosby Sr. in the 15, who Jesse is cheering for, and Zach Bridge. Here we go. Green flag is back out as we kick off our second stage of the night. The 40 of Peter deBorja getting a good hard shove from the 53 of Dave Hunt. I do want to point out that Cody Nagels in the 6 pushed his truck back out onto pit road. They're still working on it, but the 6 truck is back out on pit road. They have been sitting on pit lane for the last 24 minutes. This does have playoff implications, as the 6 is a championship contender. But Travis Elliott has had a bad night as well, and he's gone behind the wall. '62 of Les Levy makes a move down to the inside. Is Les Levy going to try and lead a lap? And the 62 gets it done that time around. So with that being said, guys, let's take a little bit of a moment here. Let's do some turn it up. Do love me some turn it up. I think we got a moment we can do it. So here we go. Good old turn it up session, and it ends off the back of the 71 of Sean McCarroll supporting American Red Cross. American Red Cross would like you to text Ian to 9009 if you would like to donate. Those are expensive donations. Make sure you have the money to do that. Text message costs chunk of change. Do be aware of what you're doing when you text to the Red Cross, but the American Red Cross does do a good job. If you would like to donate to the Hurricane Ian Relief Fund, is a good way to do it. Sean McCarroll supporting that 71 paint scheme, a new paint scheme for him for this cause, supporting the cause. Wow, I'll spit it out sooner or later. I maybe have a speech impediment from time to time. Tongue moves faster than the brain. Andrew Schroeder in the 48, battling for the race lead. This is the first time the 48, I do believe, has been out front, let alone into stage number 2 this season. That 48 has had a rough season here on Wednesday night, and to see him up front and running strong really is a good sight to see for all the fans of Andrew Schroeder. The yellow flag is going to come out. I believe this one is going to be for our stage winner in the 44. Not sure what happened. No, the 77 is what triggers it. The 44 went down through the grass. That's what I saw. But it really was the 77 who looked like issue happening. Let's see if we can catch. 77 gets a shot from the 071. Richard Kuhn in the 47, Zach Workman in the 19, David Booth in the 77, and the 071 of Eric Laurie. All getting into a rough patch right there. A lot of contact, beating and banging, but everyone straightens out and keeps rolling. The caution coming out as the 32 of BK Anderson is scored as the race leader. "22 laps to go. We're a few laps outside our fuel window, but I would expect everyone to hit pit road this time because they still have to make one more pit stop. And this one will help you get deep into that run. Will help you cover 2 attempts at a green and white checkered. Gabe Butler in the 88, missing his pit stall. Not sure what happened to him to cause him to miss, but he drove through pit lane. '48 of Schroeder winning the race off of pit road of everyone who hit their pit stall. Take a GameCube coming in with an interesting observation, and I would have to agree with parts of that, and that I do not believe that is his intent. Sometimes it's your night, sometimes it's not. And Eric Laurie is not that kind of driver. It's just been maybe a bit of a rough night for him. Not quite squared up the way he would like when he makes contact with the bumper. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you're watching a truck and they just seem to be in the wrong place, wrong time every time. I take the 33 Crosby, for example. It's been bounced around out there tonight. Most of it's no fault of his own. So, no, I do not think that the 071 has any intent whatsoever to be the cause of the crashes. It happens. Jesse, the Cup race, the Premier Series, runs on Monday night. So we would love to have you join us on Monday night. That is when the Premier Series is. Those guys really get after it. They're a really good group of drivers. They are the top of the top for OP Racing. They are in the midst of the regular season. It is about to wind down. I believe there's 3 races left in the regular season. And playoff picture starting to come into focus. All right, lights are out on the pace car. Green flag back out with 19 laps to go. Down the back stretch, the 32 of B.K. Anderson gets a shot from the 63 of Logan Helton. Sean McCara and the 71 working the outside lane. He's got some help from the 95 of Jim Mayer. How is this one going to play out, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know who you think is going to win. Let me know if your favorite driver is also who you think is going to win. We're down to 18 laps to go. It is up to y'all to cheer your driver across the start-finish line. I can't do it. That would be a bias. All I'm here to do is call the race as I see it, and right now, what I'm seeing is the 71 and the 95 battling out on the front row down the back stretch, but and your driver needs to know that you are here for them. So light up the chat and let us know who is going to win this race as Jim Mayer in the 95 drops down to the inside. Tyler Miller in the 24 now leading the charge in the outside lane. Championship contenders starting to fill in the top 5. We got 4 out of 5 in the top 5 from the championship contention. Three drivers just turned their best laps of the race, so business is picking up out there. Towards the back of the pack, the 77 of David Booth finding himself in 18th spot. Richard Sanchez in the 510, finding himself just ahead of the 77. Sanchez is back on the lead lap. That is good news for the fans of that driver. To win one of these super speedway races, you have to stay on the lead lap, or at least be on the lead lap when the white flag drops. You can go a lap down, and you can come back from behind. It's easy enough to do. But if you are not on the lead lap when the white flag falls, you will not be able to win the race. The mayor in the 95. Out in front with the 71 is Sean McCara on his back bumper. Oh, more trouble. Started with the 95 and now the 63 down below. And the yellow flag going to come out once again. I believe that was an early call for the caution without anyone really getting sideways, but a good heads up call by the race admins to call the yellow there. We're riding on board with the 88 of Gabe Butler. See if we can't take another look at what happened here. Jim Mayer gets a shot. The 71 checks up the 32 and an accordion effects to the 63. So a little bit of contact there. It looked like very gentle bumping. All right, so with the yellow flag coming out, field's gonna get caught up behind the pace car. We're gonna take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this to bring you the finish to tonight's Buck Wild Racing 175.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker, the future is feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The field makes its way down the backstretch with the lights going out on the iRacing safety vehicle. It is time to get back after it. Gonna get the green flag with 11 laps to go. Pace car down and away. Dave Hunt, Tyler Miller leading this field to the green flag. Here we go, folks. Everyone has their favorite driver. Everyone has made their decision about their favorite driver or who is going to win this race. Now it is time to figure out where those predictions come true. Dave Hunt in the 53, Tyler Miller in the 24. Both championship contenders, both leading their respective lanes, but Jim Mayer in the 95, pushing a lot harder on the 24. They have pulled out in front for the moment. Miller out in front with 10 laps to go. Now it's all about trying to get the timing just right. Make the moves at the right time. Still side by side. Ooh, big wiggle up off the corner there. Able to hold on to it and keep it sorted. Down to 9 laps to go. Looks like everyone waiting for the right time to make their move. Here at Daytona, 2 wide is easily doable. The 3 wide is also an option, and the 63 of Logan Helton making the move to the outside lane. He's got Sebastian Marin with him in the 23. Here comes the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. to the high side as well. And we go 3 wide, and at the line that time it was Tyler Miller. How long can they hold on to this 3 wide action? Will they be able to finish? Ooh, is that middle lane washed up just a little bit? That outside lane hung tough, but did check up a little bit, broke their momentum. Now they have to gain it all back. 7 laps to go. I'll tell you what, with 7 laps to go, it is a tough call right now with who is at the front of the field. Tyler Miller, Jim Mayer, Logan Helton. Any one of these cats can get it done. Dave Hunt, the 53, he is no slouch himself. He's going to find a way to make something happen, but the 62 of Les Levy on his back bumper maybe might have something to say before it's all said and done. Down to 6 laps to go. Logan Helton in the 63, still on the outside lane. Oofta. They wash high in the middle lane once again off of turn number 4. Keep that in mind. That could play a factor here in the closing laps of the race. One might be able to take advantage of it one way or another. Crosby in the 33, now leading the charge on the inside lane. He got out in front of the 53 of Dave Hunt. Les Levy still holding on to the fastest lap of the race at a 48.40. And we might see that number change as everyone really starts pushing hard with 4 laps to go. They are 3 wide, have been for the last several laps. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33, down on the bottom. The middle lane being led by the 24, Tyler Miller. Outside lane, Logan Helton in the 63. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, down the backstretch. Gabe Butler in the 88, trying to gather it back in. For all you fans of the 6 of Cody Nagels, he has made his way back out onto the track. And he is trying to get around the 51 to Travis Elliott, who is out of the race. And he is going to need these 4 laps to get it done. Trouble down on the front stretch. One goes around, caution flag coming out. BK Anderson involved. David Booth in the 77 involved. And we're gonna go into extra laps as we go into our first attempt at a green-white checkered. And I do believe even Andrew Schroeder got involved late in this one. Let's take a look and see on board with the 47. Trouble off of turn number 4. Jeff Crosby Sr. in the 15, still holding on to it as well. See if we can't back this up just a little bit further. Off the nose of the 15. They make their way off of turn number 4, and you can see just how rough this track is. How about that? The closing laps of the race, the caution flag comes out. Tyler Miller scored as the race leader right now. Jim Mayer in the 95 second. Jesse, thank you very much for joining us. I'd love to see you stick around to the end of this one. All right, so we stack them up in our first attempt at a green-white checkered. Tyler Miller choosing the outside lane. Jim Mayer going to take to the inside. Logan Helton, Jeff Crosby Jr. for row number 2 on the restart. Dave Hunt. And the 42 of Nate Warren. For row number 3. Okay, here we go. Once again. Pace car, down and away. All they have to do is get around one more time. Once the white flag comes out, that'll do it. That'll seal this race. 2 attempts at a green-white checkered if we need them. This is our first attempt down the backstretch. The 95 of Jim Mayer, the 24 of Tyler Miller, leading their respective lanes. Jim Mayer in the 95, now trying to make some noise with some help from the 63 of Logan Helton. Here they come to the white flag. That'll do it one more time around. Here we go in race number 2 in the round of 16. Who is going to lock themselves in? Championship contenders sprinkled all throughout this top 10. Only one driver can win this race. Will it be a championship contender? Will it be someone else? Here they come. Jim Mayer in the 95. On the inside, Tyler Miller on the outside lane. Down through 3 and 4. Final time through the corner. Jim Mayer in the 95 gets a huge run through 3 and 4. Off of turn number 4. He makes that truck very wide. Tyler Miller gets into the back of him. Jim Mayer goes spinning, and the 24 of Tyler Miller picks up the race win. How about that finish? Wow. I am not sure that Jim Mayer wanted to do that, but he tried to make that truck as wide as he could. Let's take another look at that as they come off of turn number 4. The 95 gonna jump up in front of the 24, and it looked like at that last moment he had him cleared, but the 24 just wasn't quite there and makes it across the line first as the 95 goes spinning. How about that? That was a wild finish. I got no problems with either one. I got no problems with what happened to Jim Mayer. He made the move up to the high side, put the 24 in a bad spot, and made slight contact, and around goes the 95. That's my opinion. That is no way, shape, or form an official declaration. But what we do have is the driver of the 24 as our race winner. So let's kick off our post-race show by talking to that driver, and let me pull him up. I found him. Wow, he's all the way down there. Tyler Miller, this is KR up in the broadcast booth. How you doing, bud?
Pretty good, KR. How are you?
Not too bad. This 24 just picked up the race win.
Yeah, man. Since getting the right spot, I feel a little bad about Mayer. I'll have to go back and look. I don't know when he hopped up. I thought I held it straight, so I don't know really what happened there. But either way, it's always nice to be in victory lane.
Well, Tyler, I went back and looked, and I'm gonna say, for myself, he jumped up in front of you, and before either truck had a chance to settle in, contact was made. So I feel it's a racing incident, but I have no call in it, so I can't tell you what's going to happen. But either way, I think this 24 had a great race, and the win wasn't just handed to you. I think this truck was very fast all night long.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was up front all night. I would put myself in a position all night to have a chance at it, and that's all, that's all we can do here at the super speedways.
Well, man, I'll tell you what, it looked outstanding for you. A lot of contact on that truck, a lot of damage throughout the side of it, and this race saw quite a bit of contact, but not a whole lot of crashes. What was going on out there? What was the feel that you were picking up?
Man, it's just the later the race goes, them right sides get a little wore out here, and then big bumps on the yellow, and then we've been 3 wide a lot tonight, and normally here people try to stay away from it. So I think it's we got aggressive early. I mean, it's playoff time, everybody's gonna be aggressive, and I think it was just the 3 wide racing and a bumpy track.
All right, man. Well, nice job getting into victory lane here tonight. Any shout outs, thank yous that you'd like to give?
Shout out to Jeff, who was behind me pushing that last lap, and Zach for putting on this Wednesday series, and all the admin group, and of course you up there in the booth, KR.
All right, man. Well, nice job once again. Congratulations on getting it done.
Yep. Thanks, brother. I'll see you.
That is Tyler Miller, driver of the 24, your race winner. And now let's move on to our second place finisher, and that is the driver of the 33, Mr. Jeff Crosby Jr. on the hot mic, the 33, your podium, second spot podium finisher. How you doing, Mr. Crosby Jr.?
Doing pretty well. Been a while since I've been up in the podium with you, talking to you, so it feels pretty good.
Well, good. Glad to hear it. Glad that you're missing me. I've missed you. Tell us a little bit about your race.
Yeah, race was actually pretty good. Definitely had a lot of damage there. Whole race, I think I had like 25 incident points, which is not good for a P2 car, but we just somehow was able to get up front there at the end, and I don't know, man, just came out with the P2. I'm glad Tyler got that win, my Monday night teammate. I know he's pretty excited about that. He'll move on to the round of 8, but it was a fun race. Bumpy Daytona has always been decent, good to me, so definitely love coming here and running with these guys. They're a good group of guys. Hopefully we could take this finish and put it on to next week. I know it's going to be a cutoff. It's going to be interesting.
Well, this 33 putting itself in second place. even though maybe you're not locked in with that race win, still has to feel good to have that solid second place finish.
Oh yeah, it's a big confidence boost. I know I didn't get any stage points there. Got tangled up there while running the top 10 for the stage, but P2, we'll take the points and we'll see where we're at coming next week. It's always good to get a podium finish, talk to you, and just hope we can continue to do that. Definitely love running with these guys, so we'll see what happens.
All right, man. Well, any other shout outs, thank yous that you need to give?
Yeah, shout out to everybody that was in Team Suite with me tonight. Great group of guys that we all work pretty well together and do what we can to get everybody the best finish possible. And anybody that's still watching, I know it's pretty late, so definitely want to give a shout out to you in turn 3. We really appreciate you jumping on board for Wednesday nights. We definitely love you on Monday nights as well. I know it takes some time out of your weekday schedule, but we definitely appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate y'all, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else here on a Monday or a Wednesday night. So thank you very much for having me. And man, nice job bringing it home in second place here tonight.
Thank you so much. Let's go get it next week.
As the driver of the 33, your second place finisher, Mr. Jeff Crosby Jr. We'll just leave it at that. All right, now it's time to move on to our final finisher on the podium. That is the 42 of Nate Warren, and I do believe this is his first podium finish on a Wednesday night. Nate, how you doing?
Good. It's actually my second. I got one. I got one last playoffs too, but it's great.
First one this season.
Been a rough season, and Wednesday and Monday, and it's nice to get a good finish. It was nice to zig when I should have zigged.
Well, man, you do bring it home in third, and at one point you were crossed up on the racetrack, pointed kind of the wrong direction. How much do you feel how much disappointment do you feel when you know you're pointed 90 degrees on the racetrack?
Well, I wasn't too worried about it. You usually tell, how big of a hit you take when you get hit. But I like bumpy Daytona, and I do pretty good in a 25 driver lobby. So I just stuck it out, try to get your nose as far to the front as you can, and hope it happens behind you.
Well, man, you did a nice job here tonight, bringing it home in third place. What else did it take for you in this race to bring it home in third?
Well, after that last, before the green white, I was right there, like third in line in the middle for a long time, and trying to hold it together there. And eventually, what brought out that last caution is going into that 3 and 4. I was just getting pitched so hard from the inside and the outside. I think BK wiped out or something. But I knew starting at 6, I was going to have a good shot at least a podium and get me nice and deep up there in the above the cutoff line.
All right, man. Well, nice job.
Nice and deep, I said.
Nice and deep. Kind of like you can get with an Applejack.
Exactly.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on the third step of the podium. One more time, shout outs, thank yous.
Shout out to my wife. That's it. Shout out to God.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Congratulations on the podium finish.
Thank you, Kara. Later, man.
That is Nate Warren, your third place finisher, getting it done here tonight. Now, let's move on to the rest of our results and see how everyone else did that wasn't in the top 3. Zach Fritch finishes in 4th. Dave Hunt rounds out the top 5 in the 53. Logan Helton in 6th. 7th goes to Eric Laurie. Les Levy 8th. 9th, Anthony English. 10th, Mark Mann. Gabe Butler in 11th. 12th place goes to Sean McCara. Richard Kuhn in the 47 in 13th spot. BK Anderson, a championship contender, finding himself 14th. Jeff Crosby Sr. in 15th. Zach Workman and Peter deBorja 16th and 17th, with the 18 of Jim Mayer spinning off of turn number 4, bringing it home in 18th spot. And I'll tell you what, I still don't know how that's going to be ruled, but for me, that's a racing incident all the way. Sebastian Marin in 19th. 20th goes to Richard Sanchez. David Booth 21st. 22nd, Andrew Schroeder. Cody Nagels 23rd. Travis Elliott 24th. And unable to start tonight's race, that is the 11 of Bob Lacavera. So thank you guys very much for joining me here tonight. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope you will join me next Wednesday night. And if not Wednesday night, come out for the Monday night show as OP Premier Series hits the track. And that season, regular season, is winding down. So you guys can't join me on Monday. Join me next Wednesday night as we go to the final race in the opening round of the playoffs. So until then, y'all stay safe and have a good night.